All right, chat. Big drama today. I know. No, I'm not exactly a stranger to controversy at this point, and rumors, allegations, drama, all that shit. All right. Fucking the DA game shit where I was nearly sued as a 15-year-old. Recently there was some weird allegations. One that I'm short, which I disproved. One that I'm gay, which I also disproved, and one that I'm dating a girl, which actually those two, like dating a girl and being gay. Those two things can't be true at the same time, and I disproved both of those things. Well, actually, only one of them. I only disproved that I was gay. The other one, I couldn't, but you just have to trust me on that one. I know I'm a scammer. You guys call me Scammer all the time, but like, just trust me. That's not what this video is about. This video is about new drama. Recently, for those who are unaware, I did a stream where we did a number of things, but one of the things that I did was I watched a video on the full downfall of Dr. Disrespect. This stream got a lot more views than usual, which I did not expect. 230 views, that's pretty good. And yes, I like my own stream. All right, I needed more likes because, so as you can see in here, this is like the dashboard of all my content. I can see how many views it has, the likes and dislikes and shit like that. If we go into the live section, you may notice I'm currently live right now. Then I have this live stream, the last one I did, speedrunning getting my stream taken down, which is blocked in some territories. Probably Russia. Everything is blocked in Russia. And then you see this one. A lot more views than usual, 230. And it got 6 likes, which is decent. That's like around what my streams usually get. But 18 dislikes! Where the fuck did all those dislikes come from? And the reason why is because I reacted to the downfall of Dr. Disrespect. And to my surprise, Docs fans found this video and they were not happy. This guy says VSM, yeah. I don't know what VSM means, but I know yeah is what Doc says all the time. And then this guy says downfall, lol. Dude has single-handedly killed the YouTube careers of all who talk bad about him or shunned him. Nick Mercs, anyone? I like how he says everyone who shunned him, but can only think of Nick Mercs. Dude got a multi-million-dollar deal with Rumble and has a massive following. What a stupid title. Now, just to be clear, when I say downfall, I don't mean downfall in views, alright? It's clear that, although he's fallen off a bit, he's still pulling great views, alright? If we just go to Dr. Disrespect's channel, look, his YouTube videos are still pulling between 100k to like 300k. Well, okay, 1 to 200k is what he's been getting on his recent videos. Certainly a fall from grace from getting like 1 million, but still a successful YouTube channel, and his streams do get pretty good views as well. Like, for a YouTube streamer, this is not bad. But when I say downfall, I mean the downfall of Guy Beam and Doc as a person, alright? You would know if you watched the stream. Now, fair enough, not everybody has the time to watch a nearly 3-hour stream. But don't make assumptions if you're not gonna watch the content. Guys just looking for attention, bum, love disrespect. Trying to get milk, some views, you lame fuck, get a life. Get milk. Yeah, I'm leaving you guys to get milk. I'm your dad, so. What downfall? Dude is as popular as ever. Again, I'm not talking about the downfall in terms of views. You would know if you watched it. And it's fair if you don't want to watch it, but then don't make assumptions. And bro, I don't mean to call people out on their looks, but this looks like the exact kind of guy who would support Dr. Disrespect. I'm not even gonna front here, okay? And the replies, exactly, lol. That's why I'm not watching this. Just dropping by for a quick comment. False advertising. And just to be clear, it's not false advertising. The guy did have a downfall. Now I'm doing my own little retrospective. The dude admitted in 2017, or at the end of 2017, that he had been unfaithful to his wife. He admits it right here.
Hey guys, as you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid, and I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful.
So yeah, that's Doc literally admitting he was unfaithful, which I already think is bad enough, alright? This might be, for some reason, this is a hot, controversial take, but I don't think cheaters deserve a single ounce of sympathy. Straight up, alright? I'm glad him and his wife figured it out. Personally, I'd never forgive someone for cheating. It's been alleged that he cheated with his wife with 4 different women, all right, which is crazy. 3 of which we know for sure. We know of the trans sex worker who like tweeted out. This person says, during that time in 2017 when he was cheating on his wife with not only me, a trans sex worker, but also another woman, and texting a minor, all right? And this other woman was also on, I hate having to bring up this guy, but Burger Planet. When he was streaming, we saw Doc, you know, being very intimate with another woman, all right? So that's crazy. And texting a minor. He was exploiting me by making me give him cam shows with the promise of partnership. After the cam shows, he went ahead and blocked me. Which is wild, alright? And she attaches the DMs where the man in 2017 was gooning before it was cool. Saying, I feel like releasing... Oh, I have to do it in the Doc voice. I feel like releasing one right now. Yummy. Should I let it go or hold on? Let's it go. Spray it out. I need something. What do you need, Doc? And he's like, are you gonna come? You gonna watch my explosive intro? Okay. Just added you on Snap? Okay, crazy. And blocks her once he's gotten what he needs from her. Especially crazy when he was, you know, he's the one always complaining about pronouns. Even now in games, he's complaining about pronouns. But he was cheating with a trans sex worker. I'm starting to think that guy, at least around 2017, was off the walls with the bad behavior as a husband and as a father. The behavior from that time period is beginning to paint a picture of a 35-year-old acting like a frat boy. I'm guessing there are many other stories to come out about his antics from then. Truly a reveal of character, alright? You know, we all thought Dr. Disrespect is just a character. Guy Beam seems like a sweet, wholesome guy. But it turns out the character might have been a lot more real than we thought. Because the guy was, no pun intended, but the guy was crazy in 2017. Cheating on his wife with several different women. And, obviously, the infamous claim that he was texting a minor. Which was what he got banned for in 2020. They banned him in 2020, and 4 years later, a whistleblower came out and said that he had sexted a minor through Twitch whispers. There was no evidence to back up this claim, so obviously it was still kind of up in the air whether or not he had actually done it. That was until his now deleted tweet. This is Doc's full confession. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, which is why I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, you know, he apologizes to Midnight Society, his game studio, which is weird that he starts out by apologizing to his game studio and not the people, like the victim, that he has ultimately affected. But yeah, a lot of people left in the dark. He says that they made the painful decision collectively to have him step down. But Midnight Society said we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam. That does not sound like a mutual decision to have him step down. That sounds like a firing. And he is like the co-founder of the company, and it even shut down later. So to have him step down, like, something's gotta be up, you know? And yeah, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's fake. He didn't do anything wrong. Free Doc. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. There you have it. And then people are saying, oh, well, you know, texting a minor is not that bad if there's nothing sexual. But he says it here. Were there real intentions behind these messages? Absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Which feels weird to say. All right? No intentions, but they sometimes lean towards being inappropriate? Brother, what the fuck that mean? What the fuck that mean? People can try and excuse it all they want. Oh, it was just like mutual banter with inappropriate jokes. If you are 35 years old, married, and you have a kid, you should not be having a conversation with a minor that is even remotely inappropriate. All right? Doesn't matter how old the minor is. All right? Some people are excusing it. Oh, well, she was 17, so she was close to being 18. We don't know because Doc didn't say the age of the person. And has been tiptoeing around it like, oh, well, she was over the age of consent, and these weren't sexting, so why does it matter? But it doesn't matter if she was 13 or 17. It's still disgusting because he's 35 and married. And has a kid on top of that. It'd be weird even if she was 18, alright? Sure, that wouldn't make him a pedophile, but it's still fucking weird, and I don't think he deserves any respect or sympathy after that. Not to mention, he edited the word minor out of his tweet, and then brought it back in when people were calling him out on it. Yeah, definitely something an innocent man would do. And after he came back in September, he also deleted this tweet. All right, it's nowhere to be found in his account anymore. He deleted it. Yeah, sounds very innocent to me. Plus, he blocks anybody who calls him out on it. Obviously, I can't show you the tweet because the man blocked me, but I did post it on my story at the time. So let me see if I can find it. Doc tweeted out, "This is year 10 of streaming. I'm actually losing my mind." So I replied, "Of course you'd be excited about something turning 10 years old." Which started a bit of beef with him. Well, not anything major. But the motherfucker blocked me. This motherfucker blocked me over that. Yeah, that's definitely something an innocent man would do. Just block someone for making a joke about you being a pedophile. So, yeah, that's the drama. That's how I started beef with Dr. Disrespect and his fans, alright? And look, you can try and argue all you want. Doc is innocent. Well, it wasn't that bad because she was 17 and all that shit. Which we don't know. Again, we don't know the age of the person because Doc isn't willing to say the age of the person. So, make of that what you will. But, regardless, I don't feel comfortable supporting someone who is 35. Well, was 35 at the time, alright? Because this was in 2017, alright? Right now he's 40. Well, he's just turned 43 yesterday. It was his birthday yesterday, so... Which means in 2017, he would be 35 years old. And I don't think someone who is 35, married, with a daughter, who is cheating on his wife with several different women, one of them being a trans sex worker that he used for his pleasure just to block her afterwards, especially when he's transphobic, and someone who texts a minor inappropriately. Okay, those are his words, not mine. He said he messaged a minor, which sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. Someone who's 35, married, and doing that does not deserve respect or sympathy, in my opinion. Don't know why that's a hot take, but for some reason it is. So, if the Doc fans are mad at me for saying that, that's fine with me. Alright? I don't give a shit. I just want to freely express my opinion. And my opinion is, Doc's a piece of shit. Alright? Obviously, I hope he's learned from his mistakes. I hope he never does it again. But the fact that he's tiptoeing around it and refusing to take accountability shows to me that he has not improved. So, that's why I don't want to support him, and I don't feel bad ridiculing him online. So that's the drama. That is how I started beef with Dr. Disrespect and his fans. Yippee-yay.